how to become a little less crusty in this video. This is me after crying for about 2 hours because of my damn hair loss. And most days I don't touch my hair. I do my hair in a bun. And hopefully that shit stays because I feel like, hey, Cherry, because I feel like even touching my hair makes it fall out. Like, let's face it, with age, whatever, hey, Jazzmatazz, whatever, with age, whatever hair comes out, you're most likely not getting back. And when you take medicine that makes your hair fall out, and if you don't take the medicine, other things will happen, like organs shutting down randomly for no reason. It's kind of hard not to not take that medicine. So it's like I deal with a lot of hair loss. I used to have I used to have so much hair I couldn't even part it. It was so thick. I would take so much time to find, to get a part right or something. So losing hair is not fun. I feel like it's a huge part of myself that I'm losing, and it is. So most days I don't touch it. I look like this. I don't care if YouTube doesn't push out stuff when I gotta be real, because I think this stuff will help people. For like, I still have, yes, my hair's thinning bad. I feel bad that I complained so many years. I I don't know. Yeah, when you're literally used to so much hair, and then you just know this is it, and like I said, whatever you lose is just what you lose, and there's nothing coming back. Like I said, it's worse than like losing a human, like a breakup or something, like a person. It's not if somebody dies, of course, but I'm saying like, um, here you go. I scraped my self out of bed instead of just crying all damn day. Anyway, aging and skincare. I found like I have a lot of acne, and my skin's prone to a lot of just bacteria in general. Um, so I found that when I excessively washed my face and everything, and made sure it was squeaky clean, I found out that actually created way more bacteria, acne, everything else. It's like I learned focus on one time a day washing your face with a cleanser that doesn't leave any residue, but like when you wake up and stuff, I feel like that's the worst time to cleanse it. It's like do it when you're going to bed. Yeah, it's late at night for most people. For me, I've been up crying. uh this is like my daytime. For everybody, nighttime is my daytime. So before I go to bed, which is usually 11 or fucking 11 in the morning, that's when I'm more washing my face. But this is just like the first part of the day. I don't know if there's any messages coming through. I just saw last was a troll. Anyway, I used the micellar water. Everything has to be extra sensitive for my eyes, for my skin. So I'm saying these products because I tried a lot of products, and through the years, these are the only ones that don't burn or anything like that. A lot of stuff burned my eyes and stuff. So the Garnier Skin Active Micellar Water. This is the sensitive skin. It's like in the blue thing. But my eyes, I'm supposed to be using like this horrible eye wash that's terrible. And so I just use this because it doesn't burn my eyes. Because once again, due to illnesses, um, my eyes are very hard to take care of. So most days I don't put makeup on or anything because I don't want to risk an infection. Let's talk eyeballs for a minute. You know, you could get one infection in your eye and then one in the other, totally different infections. And if you know, cross contaminate your eyeballs, you could get like that over there and this over there. So I never touch my eyeballs when I'm cleaning. I always have separate pads for each one. Cherry, can you say hi? Well, not hi, but like a dot, anything, so I can see if this chat's moving. Maybe nobody's in here. I don't really care. This is like a diary to myself at this point. I just see it's just not oh, there was a dot. I feel you on that shit. Fuck. Hell and all of its fucking shit. Oh shit. And then I just did what I wasn't supposed to do because I can't fucking think. I really can't fucking think. I can't fucking talk. Anytime I find myself saying words, it always sounds like a different fucking person because I'm not used to talking out loud and uh anymore. I don't have conversations, so I sound like an idiot. And then when people correct me, I get more mad because it's like I'm not practicing my words every day, bitch. Leave me alone. Like if I'm mumbling, if you could make out something, leave me. Like fuck, I don't know. So I don't. Anyway, so I just used the micellar water for my eyes to make sure they're clean, and I already used alcohol. And this might be a little abrasive to some, but if you, it's toner is basically alcohol. I use like alcohol 70% wipe on my face. Oh no, grandbaby's crying. You guys might hear that. Um, I told you he'd be crying when he's hangry, so he's probably hangry. That's usually when they're in the kitchen. Um, yeah, let's move on to the next one. So I already wiped down my face. Like I said, I used the um, I don't even know. I don't have the cleanser near me. Anyway, with lotion. Clinique works for me the best. They have like Clinique lotion, gel, all these different versions of it. Right now I have the lotion. I like the gel better, but my gel seemed to walk away from me. You don't need very much of this lotion for your face. Like that's all you need. This is just a little container of it. I'm doing this because I got to move around and just not sit and cry. So I appreciate you guys if you're just not saying shit and you're in here. You could do like Cherry did and leave a dot. Because I get it. My nose is always the crustiest when I'm the most stressed and um I don't know. My nose that's you told me to leave. Oh, I thought you were saying dot like that's all you could do. I don't know. You know how it be sometimes. Anyway, with lotion, watch me do the opposite of what I say, but I try not to. I try to keep whatever I do on my face, so my lower half of my face first, my forehead last. I don't want my forehead being smeared in with the rest of my face, because my forehead has like the psoriasis on it more from my head, so I try to keep that away from my face. One thing a lot of these my skin is because of hypothyroidism. So if you guys have that, these tips might help you because I didn't know what I suffered with most of my life, and then when I finally got diagnosed, I was able to address a lot of my skin issues. Anyway, you don't need much of that. Hey Eminem, oh Lonnie, hey! Every time somebody new comes in, I'm looking my most jacked up. I guarantee you, Lonnie, my other videos, I know how to do makeup and stuff. Right now, I've just been crying for 2 hours, so I'm pretty jacked up. But I'm trying to become, less crusty right now. But hey, Lonnie, thank you for coming in. Okay, so there, did the face lotion, and now I'm gonna do my forehead. The forehead has way more. It's just red little bumps. That's not acne. That's more psoriasis. If a good tip with that is that when you're washing your hair with dandruff shampoo, wash this part of your face with the shampoo too, and that gets rid of a lot of that psoriasis. But yeah, it will get down into your eyebrows, your eyelashes, everything. So that's why I always take more care of this. Like, I don't just sit around with my eyes crusted or anything like that. I always take care of stuff. I'm sorry, I hope things get better. Yeah, I don't know about that. I laugh about it, but it's not funny because it's just like uh, a day like 7 years ago. Like I was always fighting illnesses and stuff, and then still pushing myself out and still doing this and still doing that, no matter how painful it was. And then just one day, it was like the my body just was gave out, and it never went back to any state of normalcy. So I'm always saying, "Oh, it's gonna get better," and I've been tested like crazy, and it's just like it's not happening. Anyway, for eyes, before I start crying again, right now I'm just using this sample of Kiehl's. I can't see because I was gonna put my glasses on after this part, but Ulta facial cream. I like the Origins eye brightening. It has like I don't know if it has caffeine, but anyway, I like that. But I have a sample of this. So I wasn't gonna let it go to waste. Any under eye, anything makes my eyes water, but this isn't too bad. So did I have my mirror? Anyway, just a little bit of that under the dark ass circles. You see my dark ass circles? That's why it has ginger in it. Okay, yeah. Whatever that is, that what was that? A demon knocking? What the hell was that? Anyway, best tip too is to use this finger. It's not the middle finger, but this finger has the less pressure of all your fingers. So when you're patting under your eye, you don't want to put too much force under there. So this finger is the best one to pat anything in your eye near your eyes because that tissue's down there so soft. So yeah, this is my dark circles of illness and stress, and most days I don't hide it. Most days I'm not putting concealer near my eyes. Because people always say, oh, I only do this. This is what I only do too. Look at me on normal days every day. I'm not made up. I understand I have some health issues myself. I've definitely been a chaotic, oh, definitely, sorry I said chronic, to be a chaotic year so far. Yeah. It seems so much, I know I always say every year, it seems so much worse this year, but it just, I mean, when your life is less than what you want to live for sure, and it keeps on getting worse, everything keeps on getting suppressed. Like I don't know what to say anymore. Um, but now that I did all my skincare, I'm putting on my glasses. That hides some of my. I think I did the skincare part. Yeah, that hides some of my jacked upness. Oh man, these are. I don't have my glass. Oh no. Can you guys hear baby? He is not happy. Baby is not happy in the background. That's one thing I think about when I feel this horrible, which I feel this horrible all the time, but when you get to, like, I'm not a baby person. Like, I had my daughter, it was like, there's a baby person. I was for her, and then now for him, I'm a baby person. But in between those times, I'm not like a baby person. But when you get to see like life, how it is, just the purity of it. Like he don't care what anybody else feels. He's just doing whatever his needs are. That's what everybody got to pay attention to. You know what I mean? And it's good to see in a way, like sort of like a baby get mad or a baby get happy, because it's just like it happens regardless of just anything. Like, you're not judging a baby. You're not sitting there like, oh, baby, why are you crying? You know, you're not trying to figure out what they're doing. You're just trying to help them. You're just trying to be there and you're just trying to help them. That's what people need to do for everybody. Like, everybody, treat everybody like a motherfucking baby if you love them. Like, if you love them, treat them just like a baby, because you're not sitting there giving that baby any fucking judgment. You're not telling that baby to shut up. You're not. You know, you're giving your all. If you love somebody in these day and times, if you feel like you love them in your heart, whether they're relative or not, you give them the attention a fucking baby needs right now. Because people are suffering. And it is real as shit out there. So whether you got a kid, sister, brother, count them all as babies. They're all your babies. Take fucking care of them. And if you can't do that, then like I said, I always say leave them alone. I'm gonna be breaking shit down a whole bunch of different ways. That's what age does to you. Fucking talk. Like, anyway. Glasses on. Now what do I do? I think the last thing I do is just make sure I'm hydrated instead of turning into a raisin. And I put on what's been my favorite thing at the moment, which is a Buxom Full On Plumping Lip Oil. And I told you this stuff has I don't need well, I don't use chapstick, but lip treatments, because like I said, chapstick always dries out your lips. I have the ring light low because I'm not that confident right now. Like I said, I like this big ass. At first, this applicator annoyed me because it was so big, but I like it now because I could get all my lip without sticking this back in there. I don't like always having to grab for something again. So if I don't have my hair that I'm losing, at least I still have my lips. And this instantly always makes me feel at least 5% better. I know that people are like 5%, that's not a lot. Well, 5%'s a lot when you're at zero. Okay? Because I'm at fucking zero right now. Jasmine Cat says right. Oh, so yes, that's how I decrustify myself. And try to make myself feel a little bit more like a person. Oh man, you know what I did? I was taking notes, but I forgot I used my phone because I'm like, I'm going to read these things on live. Now I can't read them because I'm on my phone. And yeah, that's what you do as an old person. You don't remember. You like, I have these ideas, and then it's just like, anyway, I'll give you the gist of what I don't know. I think, like, if you guys, I watched the Autistic Mystics for like tarot reading, and this was in one of the readings. It wasn't even for my sign or whatever. And I don't know if this was something he read from the books because he could keep all the knowledge in his head. I cannot do that stuff. Or I don't know if it was his words, but he was just saying it during the reading. And he said, basically introduce your demons to God. You know, and that's the only way you're sort of going to get rid of them, because just running doesn't make them go away. And you know, they're going to be there. They're not going to go away. Your demons are your demons. I'm sorry, no matter what stage of life you go in, they're your demons. You're going to pick up more from people that put their shit on you. You're going to pick up more from people you love because you want to make their life easier. It just happens in general. And demon's not saying, oh, I'm seeing a figure of a demon. I use demon as a metaphor so people won't think I'm fucking crazy. But, damn, my glasses are foggy. I don't have anything in reach to wipe these bitches off right now, so I'm in too much pain. Anyway, hopefully you guys don't see the fogginess. But it was just basically saying, like, they're not going nowhere, and introduce them to something they can't run away from that's in your life too. And I thought that was like, so for me that was like just blew my mind, because it's like, damn, that's the perfect way to sort of fight your battles, because it's like your battles aren't going anywhere. And if anything, if you just go into them, it makes them stronger. And running from them, you get weaker sort of running. There comes a point in life where you're just not able to run anymore. So you're just sit there, boom, and it's just like, here's the good and the bad. And the bad is a lot of stuff that you weren't don't even want, that you didn't even ask for. And then you're just trying to press that good in there from some aspect. The good is something that you never really felt before, because regardless if I was a good person, and I feel like I did everything possible in life, that I tried my best not to go against a person no matter what reason they gave me. So I feel like I tried to be a good person. Not saying I was the best person, I just tried to be a good person. That doesn't automatically bring good in your life as far as everything. So it's like, eventually the way you speak and everything is just always going to be negative, because you're always feeling negative. And like I said, the big word that we're not allowed to talk to, which I really believe slowed down my channel, that we need a code word for. When you're born with that shit, you're always judged. And like I said, that's something that you hope people never get to that stage where they understand how you feel, because you don't want them to feel like that. But it takes a lot away from life, so you have to try to build a life on something that you never even wanted in the first place. So, and you then you do, it's like you don't want it, and you don't understand how other people do it, and you live your whole life just wondering, how do people do this? How do people do this? How do I mean? Then you find out that most people are doing it pretending. I can't pretend. I can't pretend like I don't need more people to talk to. I can't pretend like I'm doing okay. I can't pretend like I'm not suffering, because every day it's just there, 100%. And I have to try to rewind my mind back to something that I might have felt so many years ago that I can't even get close to now, and I have to be okay with that. Like, fuck. Aging sucks in a way, because it's like you're so awake and you're so in tune, and you'd be so much more happier if you actually could get the sort of normal things you want in life. Like, who doesn't want to stay walking around? Who doesn't want to stay active, number one, okay? I'm sure nobody in their life says, oh, I just don't want to be able to do anything all day long. Oh, like, nobody says that. The version. Can you just block that bitch? If you Let me see, hide. I might be able to block. I don't know if you're still around, Cherry. Let me know. Oh yeah, I think you are. It's cutting off a lot of the stuff, so I don't know. I want to say something mean, but I have to say it because I don't give a fuck. I was these stupid shit. Are you a boy or a girl or whatever? Um, but that's it. I sort of wanted to say something, but I won't stop myself. So I was gonna say, your mama was a boy because you clearly were born out of an asshole. But that's kind of wrong. Oh, did I say it? Oh well. gonna mute myself if people want to be bastards. Um, I forgot what I was saying. I was trying to say something nice, but or I don't even know if it was nice, but I lost my train of thought because somebody's a bastard, as always. Mm, trying to find that thought in there. Hey Gina, you made it. Tell me your AC's on. But yeah, I come here looking like I stuck my finger in a socket just to pry myself out of bed and try to get away from my thoughts. I obviously am getting away from my thoughts because I don't remember what I'm talking about. Shit. But that is a little few tips and trick with skincare if you have really your skin's prone to a lot of shit. Just how you be happy in life if you had basic human stuff. Oh yeah, that's the biggest point I was trying to make was I never saw myself as like I never looked at somebody and said like I want to be like them. I saw me in a certain way and I would be happy getting to that point. And that was my vision in life, not picturing myself like in somebody else's life. I just wanted to be like have a room that was just like had a whole bunch of books around me, like a library, and have you know a big desk where I could write at, and just thought I was just gonna be writing poetry or books, and I didn't necessarily see now that would be a miracle. I'm calling it. I didn't necessarily see myself around a bunch of people. I saw myself just able. I didn't have to worry about a fucking bill or being like going to a doctor if I could get there or I just saw myself writing and you know and like I said just like in front of like a big huge window or something and I just there was just peace in my solitude. I was just happy because I could like do the thing I enjoyed and I always enjoyed writing poetry. Why did I stop writing poetry? Because my poetry was never, everybody always said, you write good poetry, but it's never about something happy. And it's like some of the greatest poets aren't fucking happy. And then they don't, their work doesn't get recognized when they're alive. It's always when they pass and it's like, oh, this was just was a great poet. But it was never while they were like living, you know. Hey, Cobalt, welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. But, I don't know. It's just this isn't where I want to be. And I have no control over it. Like I have no. I'm doing all that I possibly can, trying to maintain so much stuff, but it doesn't make my days a little bit happy. Who says poetry has to be happy? Everybody, Gina. You said weird. Everybody. I still, like I said, I still sort of, I write like for my Instagram. I write it when I can. When I can write and when I can post, that's when I feel a little bit better. People might think, oh, she really feels horrible. No, when you see me not writing, when you see me not being able to communicate, that's when I'm at my worst. Where I can't do anything that I want to be doing. That's when I'm at my worst. But people that are on there, there's some people that like my stuff regardless, but most people will only like my post where I'm like something positive in there, but it's like, dude, I'm still trying to be positive in my darkness. That's my darkness still. I'm just talking about cooking something and how fucking hard it is to cook something though. You know? I'm just sick as hell. And sometimes I want to talk about it. I guess nobody heard of Sylvia Plath. I read her in college. I don't know Sylvia Plath. For me, with poetry, because I wrote poetry, I never read purposely somebody else's poetry because it's like I don't want their words ever getting combined with my words, and I'm like, I don't know. So I think I only know. Watch me forget her name. Oh my gosh, it's like old school. I don't know if Sylvia Plath is old, like before our time. I'm talking about. Oh, what is that poet's name? Damn it! That shows how long I have looked. I haven't looked at that book in years. I'm so mad I don't know her name. Anyway, I never read poetry on purpose so it wouldn't influence mine. Your platform and you can directions as you want. Yeah, but the directions I want, nobody else wants, Gina. Adulting is hard, girl. You're not alone. The world is just falling apart, and there's so many people trying to break it up. What we can't always celebrate each other. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I don't understand how people aren't trying more to keep their loved ones' heads over water. I guess it's just like people don't check up on each other and stuff like that. But but yeah, my Instagram is a combination of, like I said, my life aspects, and then there's sometimes where it flows like a poem, and it's not like I'm trying to do that. But when I do go back and read it, I'm like, oh, that's a poem there. I could write a poem out of my words right when I'm reading it. And it's like being too tired to do all that stuff that I used to be able to do makes me so sad. It's like losing my hair, losing my mobility, my breathing, my everything. Just not being able to go outside or to a window when I need to. Like, damn. The right people will find you. I'm almost 50. Where are my people at? I believe 100% I'm going to do what I want on my channel. Want to celebrate and be happy with me, then great. But if they want to be miserable, then that's their choice. Yeah. I know eventually, if I keep this up, you know, I know I do have some people now. I know. I need people to know this is like part of life. This is my life 99.9% of the time. I don't want people just to get me the 1% where they feel like I'm just like a party or something. You don't keep people around when you have to ignore all that you're feeling and stuff. I'm still mad I couldn't get out what I wanted to. I found you, yes, Gina. That about the. Oh my gosh, that were on my notes. So what I do with my poems these days, because for some reason, when I write, I used to be able to write like notebooks and notebooks of poems, right? And just my journal, just everything. I have so much notebooks, and then I couldn't write anymore, and then it was just like I write here and there, but I'm always losing stuff, and I could never remember. My memory doesn't even retain my own poetry. Okay, never has. So I always write it out, and it just like disappears. I'll be like, oh, where is that? And it's just gone. What happens to it? I don't know if there's a little gnome that goes takes it away, but I never could find it. So I use my Instagram. And then I write poems here and there, and it's like I have to hide them from myself and find them one day. It was like, oh, that's a good poem. Like, it sucks. If I had a choice between 1,000 subscribers that are non-existent and 10 that are active, I take the 10 that are active. I found you through the platform, and I enjoy it every day I'm here. That's how I am too. I don't. It's not a numbers thing for me. The thing that bothers me is that more people need to hear this. So maybe if they have loved ones that are sort of dealing with some of the same things, they might be able to handle it a little better. Like, it's messed up that if you speak the truth, that YouTube will not push you out. They just won't do it. Like they'll, and it's like because the world is so doesn't want to. Everybody's too sensitive, but it's like desensitizing yourself does not make you help the next man. And I'm just talking about the people you love in general. I don't mean like new people or whatever. It's just like keep whoever you have and you love around with actually paying them attention to sometimes. Especially if they're suffering with ailments. Just if you're not suffering from any ailments in life, just life in general is hard as fuck. Keeping food in your house is so much harder these days. Shit. But we're just supposed to go around like, la la la, oh, this is gonna be doable. Life doesn't feel doable even without the illnesses. I'm going to reach over and I'm going to go into one of my notepads that I have next to my bed, and I'm going to see if I can find a poem, even if it's a little tiny poem. Poem. See my words. That's why I said I had to go in here. If remind me that I want to reach for my poem, but I want to make this point first. Um, Emily Dickinson is her name. The poet Emily Dickinson. Right. Anyway, damn it. My thoughts, you guys. I know I was going to reach for the poem, but I was going to make a point in between that. I tell you. The woman who feels YouTube keeps trying to get her with them all she wants. She said I'm fine with. Wait, what? Girl, does anybody know what my thought was before I was gonna reach for that poem? Oh, my words. Why I went live, and I want to keep on saying this because maybe sometimes you guys could remind me when I'm like, what the fuck am I doing on here? Because I don't want to be on here. But why I'm doing this, the overall thing that I might forget about is I am talking to you guys. Most of the time, I'm not talking to anybody. My mouth is not moving. You lose your speech in a way when you're not talking. So I go on here because I know I have to keep on talking, even if I forget or whatever. I'm practicing my speech. I want to be able to keep some words clear. So this is practicing talking. I need you guys for this. Thank you for staying around, even if I don't have snacks, even if I don't have makeup. Just the back and forth helps me speak words. Reading you guys' comments, maybe reading the rooms, pulling my poems out here and there. It's practice me engaging. I need to engage. If I fall out of engagement, I have nothing left. Like, I need engagement. So thank you guys for the support on that. So if I do question myself, please let me know. There's a bigger reason for this. I don't want to lose my speech. Hi, Manuel. I think that no, man. I don't know. That I'm not saying words I don't understand either. I mean, it's a name and I can't get it. My glasses are blurry. I'm reading through blurriness right now. Damn it! And I can't. I don't even know where my cloth is to wipe these glasses off. My thoughts are and I have to stop thinking about marshmallows, Gina, because those marshmallows were going too fast around here. Last time my daughter was like, "Where's the marshmallows?" I'm like, "There it goes." She was like, "Damn!" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I gotta stop these." We are a community in here to support you. If you need to practice and support, that's what we are here for. I'm a jabberjaw. Yeah, thank you guys, because I don't. I have to be able to. Okay, I'm reaching for the poetry poem. It's not a poetry book. It's a everything book. I write things I don't forget, and then I never put them in order, and I have to search a million pages to find it. Look, it's a cat sticker. Randomness of this book. Look, it's my grandbaby's foot. They didn't do the footprint in the hospital. Can you believe that? I had to buy like a set, and he wasn't trying to be have his footprint anyway, so that was a kind of rough. I got the rough draft of the footprint because there was only like I think four of these cards that came in it, and so my daughter got the good footprint. That's still pretty good. I hadn't had a marshmallow in years. Thank you for making them look yummy. What? Which made me purchase them. Yeah, though I think I'm getting those marshmallows again. I'm sorry. I need another round. Shit. Those are better than liquor right now, too. Anyway, yeah, like I said, this notebook just has everything. And nothing's, no, there's not a poem, like a finished poem in here. I don't even know if there's a poem in here. Something that even comes close to one. There's, why is there's snacks list? Oh, dang, what the heck? There's a lot of stuff that I don't even know I do. Like, I'm just, like, the stress of life in general. Like, just knowing, usually they do it in the hospital. What do they do in the hospital? Oh, yeah, the footprint. I know, they didn't do it. I was like, because when she showed me the card, I was like, where's the footprint? And they didn't do that. I was like, oh, I knew I had to buy one right away so he could do it a couple of days old, but he still wasn't having it. Um, Carrie says she loves my poetry. I know that there has been people, a couple of people sprinkled in that loved my poetry. But I was saying just to do what the heck is this stressful? Oh, okay, we won't read that thing. That's my little whatever, we'll say that. But oh, I'm reading to see if what this says. Oh, what the heck? Where's the poem? See, these are poems, and I'm like, no, that's too sad. That's too sad. That's too sad. I'm going to read this without reading it. Like, I'm not going to read it first. Like I said, these are rough drafts of shit, so I might not. This isn't a final draft of anything, but it doesn't have a title or anything. So here goes a poem, I think. Do you guys read your writing and know what, like, you really. It's like I'm reading 100 different people. Like, everything I write in here, I'm like, who is she? Like, that's scary. Do people go back on their writing and feel that way? I mean, I know it's me, but damn. This one says, nothing I have let go has ever come back to me. They were never mine. So why did I pretend? I don't believe in love anymore. It just leaves things broken. But how long does a heart last without words being spoken? I search for nothing. in no one. I know I will not find it. Someone help me. I need help. Then I wrote never, like never. Always needed help. I think I say because I need help, and I wrote never because it's just like I never in the past just asked for fucking help. Even but then it's like all the time I did, especially with the medical field. But help never finds me. I'll never hold a lover's hand. I'll never settle on land that feels like home. No, too expensive. Psh, shame is home, and I tried to run away several times. I want to feel good. No, but it just won't ever feel good. Well, man, I would add extra words to that, but these are just little rough drafts that will might come together one day. My thoughts could kill me, so I try not to think. Only thing that keeps me alive is this pen that's holding this ink. Yeah, you try to kill me, but homie, I know more than you think. That means someone tried to fuck with me that day. Uh, yes, there are people that will purposely be in your life just to when they know that you're a sensitive ass soul and not simple words. Simple words don't hurt me. But when people could break down words in a certain way just to destroy you, that's them trying to kill you. Especially when you're already so sick in so many other ways. So that little thing was me telling somebody off. This one just said, I tried to write today, but I couldn't, so I wrote this. Hey, I'll catch the replay. Have to get some sleep for work. Have a good night, everyone. All right, Cobalt. Thank you for coming in. Get some sleep. Of course, these aren't my finished poems. These are just like things thrown together. I hope to bring my finished poems one day if I ever find them. Because I have like 100 of actual finished thoughts completed in a book that I fucking typed up. Well, it's in a binder, but I typed up all the books and I typed up all the poems in there. Got them. Well, a person edited them, not an editor. But yeah. I don't know. This book won't close. Eventually, one day. I moving around. They're in a tote somewhere. That's all, like a tote somewhere in here. Like even this, I even that was back when there was the CDs. Even the CDs, everything's in that folder. If I were to try to print it out again, that sucks. But that's why I said I should have just put them on Instagram so I would have them there. Well, I don't know. Oh, you wrote a trigger word. I said. I just heard. Oh, dang. Gina, you must not live in a, you live in a bad area of town. Well, I know where you live in general. It's just, I wouldn't want to live there, but I know I came from This area is way less. There's we still have horrible neighbors that do that, but it's not random. Like it was every day in the place I just spent 5 years at before I moved in this one. Like that was almost. It was an everyday. Shoot. Oops. All right. What are we gonna do today? The two people that are in here now. I think before I get off air, do you guys want a tarot, one card, or one card pull, just for me to pull it and read it, not towards anybody? Oh, your neighborhood is. Oh, okay. So it's just like a once in a while, not an everyday thing. Oh, Cherry, you're cooking all late. Maybe I should do something that's easy as a rune because it's not me pulling out all my tarot decks and stuff. I know I was counting you as the few people, the two or three people that are here, Cherry. This wasn't a planned anything. This was me just like going on like blah blah. But I want to sort of read rune for myself because it's what I'm practicing. I don't want to go against what I'm practicing, even though I feel like it's not going to help me. You want one pulled too? Where hopefully, why don't I need to put my rune sets in here instead of going searching for them. You hear them? We're gonna stick with the if I say to you guys, the main people that are in here, 'cause I'm telling you, everything I'm going to forget, you'll be able to help me with in future videos. If I say where are my runes, tell me they're in the container with my rune book. Because they do need to be in one area, my goodness. These are the crystal bags I have. In with the rune book. Why doesn't anybody make crystal sounds together? I like the way they. I used to do this a lot by myself. I don't know if that will come across. Yeah, I'm telling you. And then, like I said, for me not remembering stuff, when I didn't used to forget everything. This is past 45 and up. I forgot everything. I used to be the one everybody asked me to remind them shit of. Now I forget everything. All right, this is gonna be my room first. Binks game running. I know that's why I said all of us gotta try to remember because we're collectively maybe could remember what's going on. I probably gotta write on this bag like your fucking runes are in here with a magic woman with a marker or something. Reversed. Mm. Did I get this one already? No, growth. Somebody got this one right, growth, but it was reversed. I don't know. I guess I'll go. I feel like this is. It's gonna be like you're not allowing your growth. It's like, give me some room for growth. Give me less pain for growth. Give me less worries, less thoughts for growth. Give me more money. Shit. Make life a little affordable for growth. Can you tell I'm upset at life? Yes, I am. 115. Reverse, it says. Events are more likely aspects of character interfere with the growth of a new life. You know what? Don't be telling me about the growth of a new life. I know I have. Okay. You may feel dismay at failing to take right action, but rather than dismay, yeah, what is called for is diligence. I think I read this for somebody, and I'm getting it for me now, so I'm kind of mad. Examine what has occurred, your role in it, your needs, the needs of others. Are you placing your wants before the needs of others? Stripped away. I did get this for somebody. I forgot who. It wasn't me. Strip away until you can identify the obstacle to growth in the situation. Yeah, because this was for Cherry, I think. Because this damn sentence. The then penetrating gently, imitate the wind. Because I was like, you need to be gone with the wind. You may be required to fertilize the ground again, but through correct preparation, growth is assured here. See, even if you read like this, the same thing, it feels so different reading it for myself. It's like the words, I don't know, take such a different path. Like with growth of a new life, and I know that I have to continue growing as a person, regardless of how I feel, because I'm responsible for a new life too. Like, um, and then the feeling dismay, it's like gets in the way of everything and sort of stunts your growth in a way. And then even with your role and your needs and the needs of others, with me, I won't say shit when stuff really hurts. And I started, like today, I sent a text. I'm like, fuck this. I'm gonna get out, even if I want to delete it a million times. I'm gonna get it out because some things have to be said, and that's like the hardest thing for me is saying stuff because I don't want to hurt people. If somebody didn't mean anything, like the way they were towards me or something, I don't want to hurt them saying something, calling them out on it, because I don't want them to feel bad. But it's like I can't just always feel bad. I don't want anybody to feel bad. I hope I could point out situations from now on and do it in such a way where I'm just like, you have to get this now. It's like, I don't hold nothing against you, but you have to get this now. And you have to understand, and you have to come to my level a little bit. And we have to walk sort of through this together. It has to be something that I'm bothered by that you need to change. You know what I mean? I can't bend my whole existence for everybody because that's not livable. I bend a good 95% of it for everybody. And are you placing your wants and needs before others? And yeah, I have to. I have to for once. But I think it's more for me of just leaving behind um the parts of myself worthy of saying my needs need to be met now. Like I always just have to, but no. I have to be like nurtured at times and ways. I need that as a person. I need that for growth, and I need to ask people for it. And then, like I said, I always say you put yourself out there, and if nobody meets that, then hey, you're left with the lovely tears that I've been crying for the last 2 hours. Gina says still here. I know everybody's probably busy right now. Um, Cherry, are you okay? Cherry, you said you wanted to. Yeah, That's so. See, that's another thing with runes in general. You end up getting the same stones. There's 25 stones that you could pick, but it's like you end up getting the same stones for no matter who's around or something. It's weird, but they mean something different for each person usually. Cherry, yours is just a general uh, reading. Is Jasmine Taz still there? But that goes back to what I was talking about, like a baby, like um, a baby will have you doing whatever you possibly can to remain here because it's just like you want them to grow in a certain way and they need your help with that. And I'm a grandma. I play an essential role in the progression of my grandbaby. So I can't always feel so down, even though I have to sort of, I have to start feeling better so that I could be there for him to progress to in the ways that I want him to. And I need people to help me with that. Jasmine Taz, I don't know if you want a reading or if you just want it privately. You could tell me after I read for Cherry. Um, all right, Cherry, yours is just in general though, like mine was, like general overall scale of things you want. They say it takes a village. It does take a village. I'm trying to find my village. I have a few. I need more. Mine, I can't. Like I said, I don't know. I think older people do need more in general because you get even if you old age is not good health unless you're lucky. I was thinking purpose. So you were thinking purpose, but all around purpose, you mean, or is it? Or I'm going in a certain direction, like a. Hey, Desi, welcome in. Um, so just more purposely, but like a general purpose, though, right? All around. Okay. It's reversed. I don't know if you guys can see because I got the light a little bit more dim because I. That's probably where my eyes are blurred too because it's too damn dark in here. But when I get so sick, my eyes are blurry no matter what I do. So I don't know. I don't know what's clear because my eyes are. When I get sick, my eyes I lose a lot of my vision. But I think it's these glasses too because usually I don't put on lotion before my glasses because it steams it up. Okay, that showed okay. All right. How's your weekend going? It sucks, Desi. I started this live because I was crying over my hair loss, and I'm like, I have to stop crying, so I'm starting live. So it sucks. How's yours going? How's baby doing? This one is joy in reverse. Oh no. I always laugh from nervousness too, but I don't think it's funny. Joy reversed. 108. Okay, it says things are slow and coming to fruition. The process of birth is long and arduous, and fears arise for the safety of the child within. Oh no. I know this hit just because I know Cherry, so I don't. uh, oh, I don't even want to read. When people don't believe in stuff and something comes that clear, I just don't know what else to call it because that's just life right in your face there. I know people are like, what the heck's going on? But Jerry knows. You have hearing loss too, Lord. It sucks. My coworker used to call me. Who had? I don't have hearing loss. I don't think I do. Did I say something about that? I might sound like no. I was saying my speech is going because I don't talk much. All right. I know people didn't understand that, but I'm gonna go. I'll read that one. It just says, "For the safety of the child within, a crisis, a difficult passage, even if brief, is at hand. Consideration and deliberation are called for. Ask yourself whether you possess the virtues of seriousness, sincerity, and emptiness. To possess them is to have tranquility, which is the ground for clarity, patience, and perseverance. That's the thing. It's basically saying you're gonna have clarity, patience, and perseverance. I hate that last word, but okay. But it also comes along with the virtues of seriousness, sincerity, and emptiness. Like you have to possess everything for the tranquility of life, like for the groundwork. Oh, I thought you said you were crying about hearing loss. No, it's just hair loss. Hair loss. Oh, Desi. Thank you, Cherry. Yes, hair loss. I'm telling you, you guys, Desi, I don't blame you because my daughter has been coming in here and she's like, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" There's something in my throat that sort of like pulls back. First of all, my tonsils are removed. When your tonsils are removed, if you have a bigger tongue, you're gonna have to learn how to speak a whole different way. I'm telling you, it was horrible. It took me so long to learn how to speak again. But then my throat, it does some twitchy thing that pulls my throat back, and it like stays almost in a somewhat paralyzed state, so my words come out a little harder. So I get you. I don't think you were trying to be funny or anything. I understand that totally because my daughter's like, "What are you saying?" And I'm getting mad at her, and now I could understand it a little bit more. But I'm practicing speaking more. That's why I'm scared of that happening to me. I don't want my throat to be like paralyzed. But so basically yes, it's saying that you need the emptiness, you need the seriousness, you need the sincerity for to get the clarity and that sucks and you need but it's like you need both of those. Seen in its true light, everything is a test, and so focused is the present, sincere towards other, and trusting in your process. Know that you cannot fail. Know that you cannot fail. That's something good. In times of crisis, this rune reverse is a useful meditation. So, no, I'm hearing less, so it's hard for me to hear. Not your. I'm telling you, everybody does it. Don't worry. Everybody is malfunctioning right now. I understand, girl. I'm not. I didn't think nothing of it. I'm just like I know that my words. I was just saying earlier in my life, like I'm losing my words, and like I said, I know my daughter's been on me. She's like, "What are you saying? What are you saying?" I'm like, "I'm trying to say it. I don't know." Did you get that Cherry? How everything came through? Maybe, like I said, I got more personal with that because I know Jerry. Like, so certain things just was like, oh, there, I'm point here. You want yours done, Jasmine Jazz? Okay, but I just okay, Jerry. Yeah, that just was on point, 100%. But it says you could do it, and I know you could do it. It's just everything that comes before it is, like I said, it's living the impossible. When people say it's really living the impossible. That's all I gotta say. That's my kids too. I feel like they're yelling at me, but it's because they know I can't hear 'em. Shoot, if I get a little loud, my daughter's like, "You're too loud." She does not like any loud around. She's like, "Why are you yelling?" And I'm like, "I think I'm just." And then I have to tell her, "I'm about to be 50. I'm gonna experience some hearing loss. I'm gonna speak louder. Like age is happening, whether you see it or not. It's happening." So, but here's the room again. Jasmine Taz, you just want general, like basic, uh, one. I don't know if you know anything about runes, Desi, but I'm just like reading from a rune book. Like there's stones that you just read from. Um, I explain it in other videos, like how I feel about it or whatever. But it's a fun thing for us to do. Even if you cry, it's still. I think it's fun to hear words, and even if you read the same thing over, it's like different for every person. You know. So, all right, Jen, we're reading for Jasmine. Do you like crystals and stuff, Desi, or that stuff doesn't interest you? Did Gina go away? Gina's like, peace out. I fell asleep. So Jasmine, that's this one. I'll tell you what it is. Yours was upright. So usually upright isn't bad. Reverse is usually like, oh no. Yours is movement. 117. Okay, movement is the progress rune. It says runes in transit. Um, there's physical shifts, new dwelling places, new attitudes, or new life. It also signifies movement in sense of improving or bettering any situation. This is this rune is a sense of gradual development and steady progress, with the accompanying notion of slow growth through numerous shifts and changes. This could apply to the growth of a business or a development of an idea. A relationship may need to undergo changes if it is to maintain growth in life. Moral effort and steadfastness are called for when you draw this rune. Another of the cycle rune, let it say this way: as I cultivate my own nature, all else follows. All right, Cherry. But this basically saying the same thing that I think it always says throughout here is like you going into who you are as a person. That's always going to be something that evolves through life, and you just stay true to who you are. It's in your own nature, and then all else will follow. So just stick with that path, and all else will follow. This rune symbol is the horse, and it signifies the inseparable bond between horse and rider. So here this rune is saying you have progressed far enough to feel a measure of safety in your position. It is time to turn again and face the future reassured. So basically, you you know what you're doing. There's a part of you that really knows what you're doing, and keep on that path. And prepare to share the good fortune that comes. Oh, that means whatever fortune you got to share it with me. No, good fortune doesn't necessarily mean money either. It says the sharing is significant since it relates to the sun's power to foster light and eliminate all things with its light. So I was just joking on the money aspect. It could whatever progress you're making, whether it be in health, whether it be in motherhood, whether it be anything, growth there is more than anything money could give you. So with growth, it's like share the growth, share the wisdom, pass it down, and it's going to benefit life in general. Uh, so yeah, it's I don't know if that reached you on any levels, but it's saying that you're doing a good job for sure. You're welcome. Oh, you've only seen learned about crystals from Jeremy. Oh, okay. I gotta start watching him. I didn't know he was into. I just saw him popping, but I didn't know he was into crystals and stuff. I'm not, like I said, I'm not obsessed in the way of. I think something's gonna change life and all that other stuff. I just enjoy like how they look and stuff. I always show my crystals, my labradorite one that I have in this one, because it always has the rainbow stuff. But I gotta turn up the lighting. Yes, I'm gonna show this one again. This one is like one of the first crystals I got. It's so pretty. Don't attack me. This camera stand, especially this part right here, like half of the heart. But yeah, I used to like make waist beads with crystals and bracelets and turn this back down to my Hello Darkness, my old friend time. Um I love the hearts. It's very pretty. Oh yeah, one day I want to be able to show my heart collection because I have a bunch of them. And I want my good ones that I've had, which I think I stored them other places where I can't find them. But Labradorite's, of course, my favorite one, but I have a whole bunch of them. And then I used to put a whole bunch in a jar. I don't even have them in my jars close to me. Let me see this. Show some more of my crystals since I like them. This is all dusty because I haven't used it in a while. Shoot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't want to drop any. I forgot what this one, anyway, I got like this that has a whole bunch of little crystals in it. And then I have, this is like look at the dust going everywhere. What is this called? It's like the more protective one or whatever. And then I have these like inspirational little metal things. Like I'll pick what's today. Today's about belief, and it will like I do little things like that. But it's a little crystal heart, crystal heart, crystal cross in the bowl. Here's a star. But these crystals are oh, Gina, your main phone was overheating. Okay. These crystals are synthetic, like the ones that look like this. They're still cool. I'll like buy a few of these sometimes, but I try to stick to the natural crystals. The opalite synthetic too, like these opalite ones. But with opalite, there's like two different ways of making them, and one's like a more plasticky one. I don't like that one. There's one made like by melting metal and glass or something. You could tell those are way more prettier and feel way more better than stupid plastic ones. But yeah, there's a little. That's my little dish of hope there sometimes. I have crystal towers, which will also serve as a purpose of jabbing someone in the eye because it's sharp as hell. If someone tries to get me in my sleep, I could just go, eh, eh, eh. But they could also get it before me, maybe, and do that to me with it. But anyway, this one, how this flashes, that's pretty. This is Labradorite too. This is a more raw form of Labradorite. It's not polished. It's polished a little bit, but yeah, the sharps of these you never want to get these and have these around kids. Really don't want to have them around adults because hey, if you fall on this, it's over. Yeah, but I have a lot of crystals. A lot, a lot. I'm just grabbing a few. I like this cube one. I gotta find. I can't find one these size, but this is I think smoky quartz. Oh, if Cherry's back, I don't know if Cherry's back because just to tell her that you're Gina or Gino, shall we say? Because that's Gino's account. But yeah, I was just trying to lighten the mood a little bit because I still am down, down, down. But so I showed a little bit of skincare, a little bit of poetry, a little bit of crying. I hate that. But that comes with perimenopause, and I don't know if I'm to the menopause stage. I got to get blood work for that, and I'm not feeling like that shit. I don't really want to know. But I definitely, if I'm not in the menopause stage or in the perimenopause, and it sucks. So, all right, you gotta go. All right, good night, Cherry. I'm about to get off anyway. No trolls have been coming in here or whatever, but just talking about, yeah, general suckiness of life. Um, likes to curve Cobalt's poles. I know. Oh, if I just say good night, Cherry, good night. You know what happened to my phone yesterday? It just decided to. You know how you have a lock on your phone, right? It just decided to not have the keyboard showing and locked me out of my phone, and I couldn't restart it at anything using it. You couldn't do because you need your fucking combination, your code, your password. So I couldn't restart it. I couldn't do anything with it. And then everybody's like, "Oh, you got to factory reset it." I'm like, what the hell? Where does a keyboard go? Where does it go? It's so stupid. Things with my phone have been so dumb. So I literally had to look at my screen and look where my fingers were pressed more concentrated on the screen and do my code without seeing the numbers or nothing. And then I had to press OK. The OK was the hardest one to get, wherever that button was. But I had to do that right with a blank screen. I always get something with my phones always messing up like that. Something so weird. Then when I finally got in, I took my shit out. I took the password off my phone. I'm like, fuck it. I don't got nothing in this phone for anybody to see shit. But it makes me mad that those things gotta be so difficult and lock me on my phone for like 2 hours. I was trying to let the phone, because it doesn't have, you can't take the battery out, and that was one of the suggestions for it to restart on its own. So I was like, oh, I'm going to turn the flashlight on and let it run out. That thing wasn't running out. I bet it would run out any other time. But then, like I said, I was like, I'm just going to press this scene where it is with no numbers, and it finally cleared and opened up my phone. So stupid. But yeah, I'm gonna. And your phone just be getting hot. Mine doesn't do that. Good thing. But do you have AC? Did you answer me earlier? That might be why it's also getting super hot. I know the other live when I was doing those when I was drinking. Once I turned off this ring light, I felt the air conditioner. So this ring light and drinking is not a good combination because that junk had me on fire. I was about to complain like, "Where's the AC? Turn that on!" And I just turned this off, and I was cool instantly. I think that's why I have it so low too. I don't want it baking me because it's so close to me. But did you, Gina, before I go, do you got AC now? And did you need to buy that Snickers pecan even though it's 2.59 or something? It's the bigger one. It's the ones with the two. You have two in the pack. It's not just that one little candy bar. It's the king size version of it. Nope. I know it has to be. Oh my gosh, you're still. Oh, I would have probably passed out like 50 times if I didn't have AC on. We got to turn it off sometimes for a couple hours because the baby gets kind of cold. But if I didn't have it on all day long, oh my goodness, no. Oh, good. You have to get it, especially if it's limited edition, because that's too good to miss out on. I put it back in my cart too. I'm probably gonna. I didn't want to buy it because I didn't know, even if they just do it same day in that package, I didn't know if it was gonna melt from the heat. Tomorrow might be too hot, but like the next day, I'm probably gonna try it. Try to get it, but definitely get it and let me know. All right, I'm gonna say good night now. Good night. I know Cherry left. Good night, Gina. Good night, Desi, if you're still in here. Thank you, Cobalt and Lonnie, if you watch this through, and just for coming through and showing support. Um, I have two in the card, Gina. I'm not playing. I got two in the card, so I know how you feel, and I know how it tastes. That's why I got two. So yeah, thank you guys for coming through. Jasmine Taz, good night. Thank you guys just for showing up and showing me support. And hopefully next video has some snacks and a little bit of makeup even and stuff in it. Not just like this, but there could be some like this. This is real life. I hope you guys have a good night. Even though I was sad through this, I hope that you guys got inspiration out of some of the words because it is a thing of to keep trying and try to find who yourself and who you are and stick to who you are and don't let people take away who you are. And that's I think gonna be the hardest fight in life is to make yourself bigger in so many situations that left you tiny. Like I have to make if you know what I mean. I know trolls are gonna be asses with that comment, but just don't lose yourself in anybody. There's not anybody besides yourself. If you just lose yourself and you can't get yourself back, there's not anybody else that could do that job. If I get lost, totally lost in my thoughts, there's not anybody else that could bring me back. So, ask for support where you could get it to maintain your balance, to keep yourself sane. Because, like I said, I know if I go, there's not nobody else. There's not nobody that can bring me back. You said fucking your body. I'm telling you, Gina, if you don't like those, I don't know what to do because those are too good. I'm getting two because I'm like, shoot, this is I don't, they're probably gonna disappear, so I just rather have two for the next time. I'm getting that, and I'm getting my damn marshmallows. I just don't care. Those big marshmallows are too good. All right, though. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.